Good morning, beautiful souls. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. If you heard me on the other side, congrats. We do got life this morning. Hey, man, check it out, man. Washington Commanders 24. Somebody O had to go. Somebody O had to go. And unfortunately, it was the Washington Commanders. Man, look, I woke up. You know how y'all be waking up middle of the night. Some of y'all wake up 2, 1 o'clock. I woke up at I almost want to say this was probably 9:30. You know when you thought that you brought something from the store and you knew that, man, I'm not buying that because I know I'm one of those late night snack eaters. So you happen to look over at the TV. My son was watching TV and I saw 13 to zip. So I said, "Golly." So I was like, oh, okay. Hey, man, went on back to sleep. You know, when you are in the working world, man, look, that's we can't sit up and look at millionaires all day. I mean, we can. Some of us, we are, we have our own businesses, and we just work from home. Whether it's social media, we get paid, but I don't have that luxury, of depending on, no YouTube checks, no IG, just no nothing, man. I'm no social media guru, so I know I got to take my behind to sleep, right? I know I do, so. But man, look, 27 Green Bay, guys. I'm gonna tell y'all to ride with me for a minute. If you don't want to, just ride with me, to the end of the football season. I told a few people yesterday, I said, I don't know. I mean, I love the Washington Commanders, man, but I have been rocking with the Ravens since, the University of, the U. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, all of those guys, man. So, and it's B-more, man. I mean, it's 410. I have went to M&T Bank many a times, and I mean, it's not Texas, all right. And I mean, I'm just saying this stuff all in fun, guys. There's nothing to get riled up about. It's nothing to call me a Bama about. Yeah, if I'm a Bama, I like B-more. Okay, I'm a Bama. I know I'm not no Bama, man. But look, man, check it out. 27 to 24, right? So I'm trying to tell y'all guys, right? I'm trying to tell everybody this stuff. Look, let's just get this clear because I want to talk about DC 1101, 1130 drawing. Me and a older guy, we was in the store. That's what people do like me. I'm young, but I'm old, right? I'm 48, but I'm like /60. That's what some might tell you. Like, God damn, bro, man, me and the guy was in the store. We was just like, man, this 1130 stuff killing me, man. I was like, well, hey, bro, it's not going to change unless we all stop playing. I said this from the beginning when it first dropped. I said, even me, I find myself playing at 11:30 because I know a number that's due in DC that have not been out daytime or evening, and I know they will try to slide it out at 11:30. So now we kind of like locked in with it, right? So I say, man, and until we all just stop, they'll see a little decline. Just like the NBA, they see a decline. It's the power is in us, man. We can do everything else when we want to. But when it's for the right thing, we complain. We complain about it. But look, these are some numbers, right? So the next upcoming game, I'm gonna sit down and try to figure out what's going on. Y'all hear what I say? Try. I mean, anybody could have predicted a 27, but where did you get a 27 from, right? So this is all the numbers that you should associate with your sports betting, right? These are pretty much all the numbers, right? Just like I said yesterday, somebody had to go, right? So yesterday, like if you was playing, outside of the box, any other numbers like a 10-10, if you wanted to run 10-10 in like all states and lottery, because sometimes guys, and I have witnessed this like many of years ago, whenever the Commanders, we'll say the Redskins back then, it's like every time, if they score a certain, say if the Redskins beat a game 14-6 or something like that on a Sunday, and probably the next Sunday they'll drop it, right? They'll drop it in the pick 3. So if you playing numbers, man, just kind of like attach some of these numbers to your little lottery walk. It's not going to hurt. But if you betting, right, if you sports betting, a lot of people I talked to said that they had the Commanders winning by 3 And I was like, well, that's kind of strange, right? Because I had Green Bay winning by 3. But I always think if I was ever to sports bet, I don't sports bet, right? Because I'm really not into that. I have my hands full right now dealing with lottery numbers, right? It's crazy, and this is just how I flow, right? I would like the tie game. I'm going for a score of the 0-1-0, right? That's all I'll be going for. Now, I'm gonna have to ask my son, what does that pay? Because a lot of people are sleeping on these scores. It's all about the scores, man. 15 minutes, right? I know we can go in overtime. So you got 15 minutes per quarter, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. 4 is always a factor, right? A 4 should be always be a factor. So we're looking at 2 field goals. Guys, the numbers are literally right here. They are literally right here. If you just sit down, guys, it's always an answer for something. So if you sit down, these are all of your numbers that you have to face every single Sunday. You cannot get past none of these numbers, right? But the only number you can get past, is it going to be a draw? Is it going to be a draw? So now this is everyone's record is either 1-0, 2-0, but we don't have a 0-1-0 record yet, right? So it's like the next team, I think whoever else would have to play, I think the Las Vegas Raiders, like whenever they play, you might got to consider who they playing. It just might be a draw. Somebody team got to go 0-1-0. I promise you that. Somebody team got to go 0-1-0. It's already written. The stuff is already written if you just look at it. What do we know about betting, man? Look, we know, look, somebody can get a field goal, 3. Somebody can get a safety. I always say don't sleep on the safety. Do not sleep on the 2. These are very rare points. Very rare points. 3s, well, 2s. 2s is a very rare point, meaning somebody got to get a safety. Very rare scores is 0, 1, and 0. Got your 15 minutes. It's possible every team is going to go in overtime. Always going to get your touchdown. Sometimes you won't. That's why I say 3 is very important. The punter is very important. You got these double zeros, right? Very important. Somebody jumping up and down right now saying, oh, damn, so DC had 253. Look, that's not about nothing. But if you see it, you can go ahead and size yourself up about it, right? But just look at the numbers, man. You have a few. And they're going to work all of these numbers the whole season. They're going to work them until somebody catch on to this stuff. And guess what, man? I'm going to be the ones who are going to help you. Happy Friday, guys. Peace out. If it's not positivity, it's not about nothing. It's not about nothing, man. Look yourself in the mirror this morning, man. It's not about nothing. Let's stop telling stories. Let's stop. If we know we're not that person who we proclaim that we are, nowhere near it, let's just stop it. Right? Whether you at work, whether you at home, let's just stop it. It's only one you. Let's just stop it, man. Especially with this internet. Let's just stop it. It don't hurt to be who you are, man. It don't hurt. You feel more better. You won't have to worry about somebody checking you at the end of the day. It feels more better. It feels more better. Stop puffing yourself up. Because people hold you up to that stuff, man. If you feel better, man. Look, I am who I am, man. That's it, and that's all, man. You don't have to worry about nobody catching you in no lie, right? Wherever you are. With that being said, peace out, gone.